My special guest is the first artist to have 3 consecutive double albums hit #1 on the U.S. Billboard chart. Was also the first female artist to have 4 #1 singles in a 13-month period. She's sold more than, now check this out, 130 million records worldwide. A few of those hits include Love to Love You, Baby, I Feel Love, Last Dance, Hot Stuff, Bad Girls. She works hard for the money, and this time I know it's for real. Her awards include 5 Grammys, 12 Grammy nominations, a Golden Globe, an Academy Award for Best Original Song, 6 American Music Awards, an NAACP Image Award, and many more. Her career span of Billboard #1 disco club play hits spans from 1975 through 2010 with To Paris with Love coming up as Billboard's #1 breakout on September 11th Hot Dance Club Play chart. Please welcome to AC Plugged In, the incredible Donna Summer. Donna, welcome to AC Plugged In.
That was a mouthful.
It was, but you know, it started in '76, and next week you got a #1 hit. You're incredible.
Thank you.
Where'd you grow up?
Thank God. I grew up in Boston.
So, as a kid in Boston, who influenced you to pursue the path you took in music?
Well, you know, the funny thing is that I wanted to act, but acting, there weren't that many roles back then, and so I decided I had a voice. I probably should sing. And so I got in a band called The Crow, and I started singing in the band. And my influences were Aretha Franklin, Mahalia Jackson, Barbra Streisand, Diana Ross at the time. I mean, some of the older ladies that are out there, Nancy Wilson, and, then a whole rock and roll movement kind of started to happen. And obviously, Joni Mitchell and a ton of other women that were out there.
Now, going back, as a kid growing up in Boston, did you have a favorite radio station or a radio personality you listened to growing up that today you think, wow, I listened to them and I felt great listening to this music?
Well, Boston used to have a radio station called WILD, Wild, and we used to listen to in the course of the day, we probably listened to almost every radio station, because different stations played different, things during the day. And we listened to the radio or music literally pretty much of the day and night.
So with all of this, when did you realize you wanted to be a singer?
At the age of 8.
8?
Yeah.
So what was your first gig?
Well, my first realization of it was when I was 8 in church, and then I went from that to singing in church events, and then singing in school events, and then singing in public citywide events, and it just kept kind of growing. Started there, and just kept going and going and going, and I'd be singing in other cities, and then went to New York when I was about 18, 19 years old, got involved with the band, and then auditioned for Hair in the musical, and went from that to musicals.
Where did you meet record producer Giorgio Moroder?
In Munich, Germany.
And that was kind of the beginning of the Donna Summer we know today, isn't it?
That was the beginning, the genesis.
Okay, so since Love to Love You, Baby in 1975, you've never stopped, but you've become a megastar not only here, but Europe. You're huge.
What should I say? I don't know what to say to that, but thank you.
To this day, you have hits here, but you also are international.
I have a big international following, but I lived in Germany for 8 years, and I traveled extensively all over Europe before I made it to America and had my first hit. So I had kind of established a marketplace for myself in Europe way early on, but the songs that we did back then were very different than the songs I'm doing now.
That's true. We're going to get to that. We're talking to Donna Summer. Let's fast forward with your songbook of American music classics that have crossed over from the top of the pop to the dance to the R&B charts, and I may be missing a few charts. Rock charts. Yeah, I mean, if Billboard has a chart, you were probably on it. I mean, yeah. Let's face it, you've crossed over to everything. So then you appear on American Idol. How was it to watch the contestants performing your music?
Well, it's always an honor. I mean, I know it sounds a little corny or weird, but it's really an honor to hear somebody singing something that you wrote or even something that you sang. And it's great to hear somebody have another take on something, and just to hear a different perspective, because by doing that, you actually see your own song from a different perspective. So it's kind of cool.
How did the honor of being inducted into the Hollywood Bowl Hall of Fame come about?
I don't No.
You're in it?
I know, but I think the thing that was the most exciting for me was being able to obviously get the award, but also be able to sing with Richard Carpenter, because I was am a huge Carpenter fan, and my family, my daughters, when they were little, we would get in the car and go riding, and the Carpenters always were with us, and we'd sing the Carpenter songs. It was almost like a family. We didn't go on an outing without them. So when I got to sing with them, my daughters all wanted to come to the theater my two daughters were in L.A. They wanted to be there because they wanted to see it. It's funny.
That's amazing. And wasn't David Foster there?
Oh, yeah, David's a dear friend, yes. David announced me that night.
I did want to make a Stamp Your Feet video for the contest that was being run, but I realized I can't dance. I just thought I wanted to tell you that. I know.
But everybody can dance.
Yeah, I know.
Even if it's quirky.
Yeah, I know. Listen, was your song "She Works Hard for the Money" inspired by something in Atlantic City?
No, it wasn't. It was inspired by a woman in a bathroom.
Oh, okay, is that where that came from?
Yep.
Here's something for me, because we grew up together. We didn't know each other, but it's not like I'm saying, hey, Donna, I'm this and that. We grow up, we get older together. And here for me, I can't believe you're Gwammy. How are the grandkids?
I have 4, and I have 2 granddaughters, one of which who is following in my steps as we speak, is incredible songwriter, great little singer, just turning out to be quite an amazing little girl. Another one who's going to be a fashion designer. Vienna is the singer, Savannah is the fashion designer, Isaiah is the architect, and Levi, we don't know yet. He was just born. He's 3 months.
Oh, boy. How proud are you? This is Donna Summer we're talking to.
I'm very proud.
About her grandkids. And you know what? There's nothing better than that, is there?
No, family is it.
It's amazing. But when you hear the opening of Last Dance, the song, it means, hey, we had a great time, but the party's over. And, that still holds true today.
You're kidding me.
It's become an iconic thing even today. This song still ends so many events. And the power of that song, who wrote that?
Paul Jabara.
Oh, the late Paul Jabara.
The late Paul Jabara, uh-huh.
How was it to record with Barbra Streisand? And you were not in the same studio, or you were?
Oh, we were in the same studio for sure.
That was, because you know what? You hear all these things, and now we got it from Donna Summer. They did record in the same studio.
We recorded in several same studios. We did record maybe three or even 4 different studios.
Our time is so short, and I have to cut for a commercial. I would love to spend an hour with you. I'd love to get back in touch, because you are so delightful in your bio. People have wiki pages. You have 10. At least 10. Do you know how big that is? There's so much. Donna Summer is just such an amazing person, and having you on the show today is an honor for us. I can't thank you enough for spending a few minutes with us.
Thank you so much, Marc.
You are the best. This is Donna Summer.
Hi, this is Donna Summer, and you're listening to Marc on AC Plugged In.